Everybody wave. Hey! Welcome, everyone. Good morning,
Hi.
afternoon, evening, wherever you are in this world, to the world of Ashenfell, episode 12 of season 2. After this, we'll have 4 more episodes until the finale, so that's exciting. But yeah, we're in the, I guess we say we're officially in Act 3 of this season, and I'm very excited. We've been at this for a while. But yeah, without further ado, let's go around and introduce ourselves and our characters, and we'll start with our dungeon master. And yeah, go ahead, fam.
All right. Hello. I'm Jen. I'll be leading these guys through my homebrew campaign, and I'll recapitulate it.
Great. It's good to have you back, Jen. Always a pleasure. Next we have Freddie.
Yeah, right on my pleasure.
I'm Freddie. I am playing Mahaman Ovid, a kind of like a divination-y cleric, oracle-y cleric, Air Genasi, and a fancy lad.
The fanciest of lads.
Nice. Great. Thank you, Freddie. Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma, or Homily on the Internet, and I am playing Joradan, who is our Spring Eladrin Bardlock, and he is soon to be Twink Pancake.
Rip.
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 Thank you so much, fam. Next we have Martin.
Hey guys, it's Martin, or my handle is Pinkmon. I'm playing Or, a birdie boy with wings and strong muscles, I guess.
What class are you playing?
Oh, I'm playing Skylancer.
Awesome. And hello, everyone. My name is Val. This is my channel. I'm bringing to you your resident disaster lesbian witch doctor half elf, Daphne. If you guys are interested, just to let you know, the witch doctor and the Skylancer are both homebrew classes done in our community over on Discord. And if you're interested in that, please join the Discord and figure that out. But yeah, we've got some adventuring to do today. If you want to help us out with our adventure today, you can do that with your bits, subs, and donations. For every 100 biddies, you can give a reroll to the party. For every subscription to the channel for this particular game, you give a greater healing potion to us, to anyone you pick. And when you donate straight up money, $5-ish or more, you can give a nat 1 or a nat 20 to anyone here, including the Dungeon Master. So yeah, that's all things that happen on this channel. And without further ado, Jin, take us away.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Last time, the party was traveling up the road towards the isolationist country of Lornas. As they were making their way along the main road, they encountered a rider who was curious in her approach towards them. She promised a good night to our beautiful Daphne over at the bakery, giving her a card to meet up with her.
I fucking forgot about that.
Veering off to rest for the night, some of the party had been greeted with a vision of the past, and then in turn had met the entire party, pulling them into the past where they saw this great battle, particularly a battle you would historically know as the Battle of Sorrows. It was a great and terrible battle that took place shortly after the sundering of the gods, who were locked behind the Great Divide and sent away from the lands themselves. And some of you noticed that there was a wizard tower on the battlefield before this great catastrophe seemed to even the playing field and had wiped the entire field with a magical force wave of great immense power. You, Mohammed, recall that it was a weapon of war of mass destruction that's equivalent to either a tsunami or the real world equivalent of a atomic bomb. It is considered a war crime in today's world. But after waking up, recovering from the night, you decided to go looking for the tower. And you found it after easy search. And you descended down into the depths, in which some of you come across the 3 doors, discovering that each of them had a riddle. You had 3 symbols above the door, and after trying and testing them, Jorah decides to go through the middle door and falls into a pit trap. Trying to climb up, the wolves start to move in, pressing in on your body. Oh, you're not there, or you're right here behind the door.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Put yourselves on the map.
Oh, that's right. And I do apologize for everyone watching. The map is mostly for us. I am not of the producing chops yet to provide with a map overlay. If you want to help make that happen, donate, and I can get myself a third monitor. On the map. Cool. Alright.
I'd like to think that as the walls start to come in, you can just hear Jura going, "Oh, fuck."
Is the door open up or closed?
It's
Oh,
still
there's
closed.
a gate. I used my face step to get through,
Right.
and then fell. You know that face step that would have helped me get out of here.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
What is the... Because we have no idea what's going on because the door is closed, right?
It's a
It's a
gate.
gate.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
gate. Oh, so we definitely know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, that is not good. That's not good.
Jorah needs help, right?
Yeah, I think he needs help. Yeah, he's fallen into spikes and the walls are closing in on him.
Yes, please. I definitely need help. I need help, please. Yeah, thanks.
What are the bars of the gate made out of?
Iron.
How big of an athletics check would be needed to... do I think there's any chance in heck that I can bend the iron and slip through?
You can certainly try.
I could actually assist with this. It's way easier to bend hot metal, after all, as long as you don't mind getting burned.
I could turn you into a cloud and you could pass through.
Or, yeah, you could do that, but then, then they have to get back out.
Can you
Yeah.
turn me into a cloud?
I'd have to get to you first.
I
Oh,
have to touch you.
I have heat metal too if you want.
Is there... anyone have any leather anywhere? Wait,
Like,
what the counting?
I'm wearing leather.
The walls close closer.
Let's go with the original
Okay,
plan,
heat the
or-
metal!
Yep, I'm gonna cast heat metal on the gate.
Right.
Can I cast it on it too to try and double? Can you double up in theory?
Not
'Cause you-
with
like-
spells effect. It's one effect per item.
I'm gonna grab a piece of cloth, anything, a sleeve, and I'm gonna try and bend the heated metal as much as I can to try and get through.
Okay. Roll for heat metal damage.
Okay. He could make a con. The con save is for him to not touch it, kind of thing.
Mhm.
To let go of it. So he would, if you're purposely doing it, you'll have to take it. Heat metal damage. I'm only doing it at level 1
Please.
or level 2. So for 9, and I'll continue
Make
to
a
heat
strength
it.
check.
Yeah,
Strength or athletics?
Strength.
you got this, Or.
Okay. You start pulling the metal bars apart enough to where you can fit yourself through.
Hopefully no singed feathers. I'm gonna try and slip through.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he
And-
slips through, I'll drop heat metal concentration on it.
Yeah. It is
And I'm
almost done.
gonna try and grab Jorah with my bottom talons and swoop in and swoop out.
All right.
Is there
Make
like
a
a
grapple
ledge?
check.
Pardon?
Make a grapple check, and you make a strength check, Jorah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. To try and hold on to him.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Okay.
I am baby.
Just hold on.
Yeah. Or seems to be supporting most of your weight, and you do get out of the pit before you see the walls close in behind you. And the paint. And the spikes vanish.
Shit, son. Thanks. Or that was, yeah, thanks.
Is
You're
everyone all
welcome.
right? You need healing.
Did I take any damage from the heat metal?
You took 9 initially.
Okay. Yep, gotcha.
I took a, I mean, I could do with some healing, but we could maybe wait until it's definitely a dire situation. You know.
Or he's gonna dust off his steaming hands.
Wow, that was enlightening. Learned something though. Can I peer through the gate to see what, like, have the walls completely closed in now to like seal it off, or are they back again?
Make a perception check.
Oh no, I'm not even gonna check my modifier because I rolled a 3.
I mean, it looks like the spike trip is gone, and it looks like it's fine.
I wouldn't recommend doing that. Just so we're all aware. Trying to be smart about getting through that gate will land you in a spike pit, apparently. But I mean, it doesn't look like it's there still. Maybe it's a one-time thing, or
Jorah,
yeah.
you smell different.
Do I?
Yeah. Is it fear?
Fear mixed with slight overnotes of slight stupidity. Yeah.
You must smell some stanky fire because his type normally don't have like the strongest of nostrils. So I'm very. So it must be just sweating
Like-
and you need
Listen, the walls were closing in on me.
No,
That was not-
I get it. I understand. It's just that is, that's a lot of fear if he can go and smell you.
Hey ho.
It's okay, Jorah. I had your back. I think.
Yeah, that
Did.
was good teamwork on
Did
everyone's
very
part.
well.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good job, guys. So do we want to continue tangling with this middle door, or do we want to try one of the others?
Well, here's the thing. We at least know 2 traps in this door.
Mm.
And you
Less
don't
mystery.
trap anything that's not important.
True.
And I
any
feel
of us-
invested in this door now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I kind of want to get my own back against it, like prove that we can get past this trap, you know.
Mhm.
So however, I can't pick locks. I don't know about you guys, but it is definitely locked. Although, if you could fit through it, if the bars are big enough for
Yeah.
Or to get through, the rest of us are smaller than him. What do I have in my kit that I could use as a... You know, this is why, guys, there is that trope of, like, 10 feet full, man. That's what you need when you're dungeon delving. I'm just gonna pop my head through the bars. Is the floor fallen in, or does it look like there is a floor to walk on?
It looks like there's a floor to walk on.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah. Do any of you guys have like a staff or a long weapon or something? My weapons are pretty little.
Or looks at his lance, which is
Yeah.
about 7 to 10 foot long.
Do you want to like poke at the floor and see if it goes through, or if it's like a solid floor? Just
Or is just gonna hit the floor
Mm-hmm.
with the lance.
In front of you, it is solid.
He's gonna cautiously, kind of like put a foot down on the floor on the other side of the gate, see what happens.
You do so, and the floor is solid.
Jorah,
Mm-hmm.
there's a floor.
Maybe
Do we
just
go further?
yes. Let's try and be cautious and test test your footing before you commit to standing
Okay.
all the way until we feel like we've passed this area.
Okay. We can't talk too loudly, otherwise the traps will hear us.
Got it.
Okay.
You're really smart.
I thought so too. Orla's gonna start walking on tippy toes. Or tippy talons.
Tippy talons.
Tippy Talons is my Arakocra drag name.
Yeah.
Alright. So you advance forward, make me a dex save as you advance beyond a certain
Okay.
threshold. Okay. With a 12, I would say you also would roll an advantage because you know the trap's there.
Okay. At 22.
22. As you step forward, you feel your foot start to cave in and you're able to pull yourself back.
Oh, okay. I guess wings would help as well. Well,
You know
Jorah-
this space is dangerous.
okay. Well, Jorah, I don't think this is the way to go.
Well, have you tried use your lance and try and go over that, see if there's solid on the other side of it. You might keep poking until you get to something that's solid and you might just have to jump.
I'm gonna hover as best. Is there a room to like spread my wings in this corridor?
No. You
Okay.
cannot fly upwards, sideways, barely even move backwards. You're confined within a 5-foot space.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Gently poke that.
Yeah, I guess. Can I reach beyond and poke this square?
Mm-hmm. You reach over and you feel the pole go down.
Well, I don't know quite what's going on, Dora, but the floor might be an illusion or something.
Mm-hmm. All right. We should check the walls and see if there's something we can do to stop that happening, or maybe get rid of the spikes at least, so that we can, climb in and out again. Safely.
You know, maybe I'm being silly, but maybe it would be good to choose a different door.
Well, we could branch off and have some people investigate another door, some people seeing if there's a way to get past here, and then just kind of reconvene should we find a safe way forward.
Okay.
I think we should stick together.
I agree. I think stick it, because I mean, what if something like this happens again and the people?
But I'm not adverse to going and investigating the other doors.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just think we should do it all together if we're going to.
I agree.
Sure, if you want. Can I just have a quick peek on the walls and see if there's anything that looks like a way of securing this passageway? Should we need it?
Investigation check.
I'll roll with my Jorah dice. I need to put my Rashina's. Ooh! That was a 19, but I don't know what my investigation is. Give me just a second. It's a 4. So 23.
23. You look around and the walls are smooth and flat. There's nothing really to hang on. This trap seems intentionally placed in the space it is because it is hard to go through.
Okay. Right. We can come back to this. We can look at the others, I guess. I suspect they're going to be potentially just as treacherous. I wonder, or if you're able to like fly in this big open space and then like, you know how birds do the like owls do to get past the trees.
The dive, the prey dive, yeah.
Yeah, and like have rope and then go through with some rope, or I mean I have a crossbow, we could try. There's options for this space if we need it. Let's check out the other stuff.
I also could, just as a reminder, you guys can turn into a ghost. And go through walls and stuff, but I can only do that. I think I can only do that once. Right now, I have to check. I might have to, out of character, I might have it twice. I don't know at level 6. I have to check. But I definitely have it one time. So, if you guys just... So, we have to pick very carefully. Do we want to do something we're already going through, or or something new? Because I could scout ahead, hopefully safely.
Well, we can check out the others, and then if they seem just as dangerous, this one, like, we'll see what seems the easiest option.
All right. So shall we investigate one of the other doors?
I think that's a good idea.
This one over here is the feather.
Feather's the first door.
Feather's the first one. Okay. So the one far away is the big line.
Yes.
That we're at. Okay. The Fates one. Fair enough. And that is the one that says. Is that the one that says sometimes we are trustful, sometimes we are false?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will relay that just to remind people. Oh, we are 3. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, when I put my hand on this one, it didn't disappear because the other one kind of vanished when I pushed it. It didn't happen with these ones, so. Hey, not 20s.
Well, potions.
Oh, potions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seem different.
Thank you, Fallen.
Okay, let's how do we want to interact with this one? Can I try? Is there a handle on these doors? Is this like
Nope.
the door or nope? Okay.
Perhaps we should knock. I mean, it's polite. It's polite to knock.
It is polite to knock. Yeah.
What if it's a bathroom?
It could be a bathroom and someone might be pooping. So, what's Are you
What?
That's what people do in the toilet, right? Do you wanna knock on the door or?
Or we'll clear his throat and knock.
You knock and the door swings open.
Well, that was anticlimactic, but okay.
Well, I feel everything. Holding my breath for that one. Let's
Hello.
What do we see?
You see a long corridor and what looks to be a path down at the end.
Should we tippy talons down this hallway too?
I will
Or-
tippy talon behind someone, I think.
Or is gonna slowly, cautiously. We're hunting wabbit style. Walk down the corridor.
I'm gonna put my hand out for Jorah and be like, do you need me to hold your hand as we do this?
Yeah, just take a hold of the finger.
I'll go behind, or just ready to turn him into a cloud if he gets into trouble.
Cool. And I will be behind Muhammad, so and we'll let Jorah be our caboose.
Hey, he's got a good booty. He's designed to be.
He's a good bottom.
Sure is.
All right. Right. Proceed.
Okay. Oh, we actually have to go on the fucking map for this. Sorry.
Or you might want to check for odd-looking things on the floor, and maybe things in the wall. Or Mahaman, keep him right.
Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on the walls, and
If you get the walls, I can test the floor with my lenses.
I think that's a good idea.
That's good. So roll investigation as you test the floors. With advantage as you have help.
Let's see.
Yay! I need all the help I can get. Last time an investigation, my first roll was a -2.
The looks fine from your perspective, or
Oh, cautiously proceed further, I guess.
okay.
Give them a few feet before,
Mhm.
before the squishy ones, like,
Yeah.
continue. Like,
You can move your token as you wish.
Oh,
yeah.
sure. I don't know. I'll move it until you say stop or something.
Well, Or hasn't fallen down yet, so let's
No.
tip Talon just behind them.
Okay. See this in front of you?
Yes.
Sorry for the viewers. It's a squarish room with a stone floor, moss-covered ground, with a small pile of what looks to be gold, silver, and a few trinkets against the back wall. It glitters slightly in the dim light that you do have, and you do see a forest path that seems to be connecting down a long dark corridor just beyond your field of vision. You also see just above your space a very narrow opening that seems to proceed beyond your vision.
How much money do you think that is?
I don't know, but it looks like it's put there to tempt people. I don't know. Can I take a look at it and see if it looks like, I don't know. Everything about this makes me feel like this is
Mm-hmm.
a decoy pile of gold.
What do you
Heckin'
mean?
suspicious.
Yeah, roll an
Suspicious
investigation
pile of
check.
gold.
Sure, roll an investigation check.
How
Some-
suspiciously
to tempt-
tempting.
If I were a Tomb Raider, I would love this, but I'm not a Tomb Raider. Sorry.
Investigation.
What am I rolling? Investigation. Okay.
Yes, investigation.
-1. Wonderful. 3.
You think it looks pretty fine. In fact, you see some gems that you know would be useful in some of your spells.
Oh, but this would be really good for, if I need to bring anyone back from the dead.
Mehaman, the last time you interacted with something a little suspicious looking, you became cursed by a book. So can I just?
It was a very good book, Jorah.
Worth it.
I understand.
I would say it's a page turner, but it would take me hours to get through a full page.
Why don't I, before you go and do that, just do a quick detect magic in this little area to see if there's anything suspicious.
That seems sensible.
I know,
Very
right?
good idea.
It's almost like I have sense. Would you guys mind sitting here for 10 minutes?
No.
We can sing to each other.
There, you can sing to each other. I'm sure you have a wonderful singing voice, or I will spend the 10 minutes to ritually cast detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What kind of song do you want to sing, or?
Well, I know mostly military guard songs that kept us awake during watch.
Okay. If you start singing, I'll start playing alongside you.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Okay.
feel it out. So he's
I'm
just
gonna.
gonna start. He's gonna wait until he gets a feel for your beat, and then he'll just play alongside it.
Aura's gonna sing an old song about strawberry jam and a metaphor for Aarakocra falling to their death.
Yeah,
Or
roll performance check.
Or does not
You get
understand.
Does he get advantage because I'm?
No, you have to roll performance check too against
Oh.
this, as it's
Or-
a song you've never heard.
Or doesn't get the metaphor, but
13. What's my performance? I imagine it's not bad.
Standing next to Muhammad trying to ritually prepare this song as the bird is squawking about jelly.
Strawberry.
And I'm gonna side-eye him.
7. So, dirty 20.
Okay. Or you are singing in your native tongue. Jorah, it catches you off guard because you've never heard an Eric Hochran scream, let alone sing. And it's a weird combination of eagle cries and music. You're not quite sure how it worked together, but it does.
Mhm.
And it's very loud in these halls.
Or I think. Never mind.
It's good to keep morale up.
It is, but sometimes when you're in enclosed spaces, it's also good to keep quiet. Remember, the traps can hear you.
Oh, you're right. I should sing quietly.
We're past that point now, or it's fine. You just need to commit to it now.
Oh,
Do
it
you
would have
think
been
the
nice
traps
if it
have
was
heard
a
us?
quiet song. Oh man.
The traps might have heard us, but you know, when you sing about the turning to jam of crushed things, maybe they're intimidated by the content of your song.
But it's about making jam.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just soft fruits. Well,
Yeah.
I guess if they're intimidated by jam making, they're easily intimidated.
What's there to be scared of, right?
Exactly, jam is delicious.
It sure is.
So as 10 minutes pass, you pick up 4 items that are of magical origin within this pile, and you also notice that this spot here, in front of the pile, is magically imbued.
All right. What school of magic?
It seems to be conjuration.
Conjuration magic. Can I tell how strong it is?
You're not sure.
Okay.
It seems to fluctuate, and it's hard to get a reading on it.
The gold itself, there's just like some magic items in there. The gold itself is fine. It's just where this spot is. Okay. Let's take a step back, y'all. The gold is okay, but Muhammad, please come over here. Don't. Or you see that? You see this spot right here, and I'm gonna like point to it before I move.
Or is gonna tap it with his lance.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm gonna run.
As you tap it, the floor falls inwards.
Ooh.
There.
That one. Yes. That one. Good to point that out. He's Orta's not gonna take another step without tapping the floor first.
That is the only place within this radius that there seem to be any like conjuration trap type stuff. The pile of gold itself, there are some magical things inside of it if we want to sift through it, but there doesn't seem to be. What are the what schools am I feeling inside the magic gold?
Remember those letters I told you to roll?
F.
Yep. So I'll roll a D100, and I'll tell you.
All right.
While you're doing that, Aura's gonna pick up one piece, silver, gold, copper, whatever, and check if it's minted. And if it is minted, try and identify whose face is on it, any noteworthy markings, or if it's unminted, just like a hunk of circular gold or...
It's minted. It's just a piece of silver as D&D. There's no faces really on the money.
Is there a date?
There's a date dating back 900 years.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick out some component gems.
Easy enough to gun. Roll
Same.
a D6.
All of us?
No, just Mohammed.
4.
Alright, you get 4 gems, 2 that are worth 500, which are 2 diamonds, and 2 that are worth 300.
Ooh, yay.
Nice. We should take turns and do that, because I'm assuming there's only really one of us can be up there at a time, right? Given the giant hole.
Yeah.
You don't really know what school of magic it is, Daphne, but you pull out what seems to be a set of boots.
Set of boots.
Yes.
What size are they?
You're not sure. They're magical.
They are magical boots. Okay. I'm gonna tie them to my belt. I'm not gonna put them on just yet. Unless somebody here has something a little bit more. You know what? Can I do an Arcana check on them? Or
You can try.
I can try. Maybe I've read something about some magical boots. Because I do read everything that comes my way. I am a sage. Actually, researcher, you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore. If it comes from a library, unearthing. I do have like a thing called researcher, but I don't know if
You
this
can roll
applies.
with advantage.
Yeah, nerds. I'm rolling dice today, so because Daphne has her own pair. Why wouldn't I? And they usually agree better than Roll20. They do. The Arcana check is a 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
You would know as you scan over this, there are many magical boots in the world. You're just not sure which kind these are.
Does it look like a cursed boot?
From that check, you are not sure. Curses are finicky.
Yeah, that's true. You know what?
I want to go and grab some gems as well for spell things and see if there's anything else cool in there.
Roll a d6.
Boop. 4.
You get 4 gems of what you need.
Okay. Cool. And do I see anything else that is interesting there?
Make a perception check.
Okie dokes.
That was very Minnesotan of you.
Perception is 3. 18.
Aside from the magical items that have already been identified, it's just money. That's all.
Okay, so it's just the boots that are the magic items then?
No, there's 3 other items.
Oh, okay. Cool. What do we have, guys?
You've not picked them up.
Oh. Well, that's what I want to pick up. That's what he's going to look for. He wants to pick up the items. Well,
You picked
unactive.
up gems and gold.
I think you need to
Picking
give
up an
Jin the letter to remember.
Oh, E.
E. Alright.
I know it's table. My DM she is right.
You pull out what looks to be a potion of some type.
Okay.
Alright. There are 2 more magical items in this pile.
Y'all want some magic items? There's at least 2 more.
Let's just get them into a nice little safe pile and then we can stick them in a bag.
Are they safe?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't detect anything gross on them, but most things, if they're just like magic items, even if they're cursed, just touching them usually won't do too much to them. You have to attune to them and things like that. So just getting them out of here, is nice. And if anything, if something is cursed, then we can give it to someone we hate, or we can sell it.
Well, since we're in quite a hazardous place, it might behoove us to identify them here in case we want to use them. I could cast Identify on a few of them.
That'd be useful.
Or is going to approach the pile and looking like a chicken hunting for seeds. Pick through it.
What is
yeah,
your-
if people don't mind waiting a little longer, I could cast Identify as a ritual.
Ooh, absolutely.
Give me your letters.
I said B. But B is boring.
You
He is
pick
the
up
best.
Or. You pick up or what seems to be a spell scroll.
I'm gonna open it. Clearly upside down though.
You're not sure what it says.
Do you want me to read it or?
No, I got okay.
It's just because it comes from arcane, like arcana stuff, and
I could read it, but I am above such tasks.
you are, and you're busy looking at other things, right?
Of course. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
What's your letter, Mohammed?
C.
C. You pick up another spell scroll.
Ooh. Can I identify this?
Sure. You cast Identify.
Mhm.
Bop, bop, bop. 1 second as I pull up my spell scrolls. Beep, beep, beep.
We're, maybe I should try and sing a song of my people instead of, you know,
Or screaming.
or screaming. I mean, if we're gonna play karaoke,
It's actually called screeching.
right.
You find, Mohammed, the spell scroll Flame Strike.
Ooh.
It is a 5th level spell.
This could definitely be useful if we have to do battle.
Mm-hmm. I'll hand you over the potion I found.
All right, let me take a look at that.
I'll hand whoever wants to take the spell scroll.
And the boots, and we'll spend. This is gonna be 40 minutes if you're ritually casting Identify, but
I could cast it. I could cast it quicker.
Is there a batch
It's okay.
time?
I'm going to
Alright.
get tired.
Is there a batch time? Like when you're making food, you can make.
No, unfortunately, with Identify, you have to do it
Doesn't-
one at a time.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that, I'm afraid.
Man, trap.
The potion you identify to be a potion of Storm Giant Strength.
Ooh,
Storm giant strength.
that's a fun one.
Yes, it is.
And for the boots, it's the Boots of Elvenkind.
Nice.
And for the Lash spell scroll, it is the spell Dragon's Breath, which is the 2nd level spell.
It's a good.
Hey, look, we've collected the set because I've got the Cloak of Elvenkind.
So, who would
Nice.
like these?
Honestly, boots aside, the other 3 are fairly useful for any of us. Like, we could just keep them in a.
I don't need a potion to get stronger. I'm probably already a little too strong.
I think this would make you even stronger, but I agree it would be most effective with those of us who are negatively inclined when it comes to strength.
Right. I'm averagely strong. Like I couldn't take a tree out of, a ground or something, but like most of my strength are in my legs, so my squats are
Yeah.
great.
Like I say, I think with the scrolls and stuff and the potion, we can just keep for when a situation seems useful for us. Do we have a bag of holding? I forget.
I don't know.
I don't think
do
we
you?
do.
I can't remember. I don't think so. I don't think Jorah has one at least. So we, it's they're fairly much of a muchness, but the boots would be useful for people who struggle with being quiet.
Dabney puts on the boots.
I struggle with being quiet, but that's from my mouth, not my feet.
That is true.
I'm gonna peek down the forest path, see if there's anything interesting.
As she's lacing
That I
up the
can see.
boots, she's just gonna look at the other two. Y'all are okay with this, right? do we need to fight over these shoes?
You,
I don't
you
think.
seem to really want them, so I think you should have them.
Okay, thank you. Like, they're actually really nice, and I've been looking for a new pair because these are, like, she has, like, these sandals that she takes off. Like, these are a little rough. The sole is kind of falling, so I could just use a new pair of shoes, and I don't think I have to attune to these, do I?
Not sure. Actually. I can't
You
remember.
Are you, like, worried about attunement slots? That is a thing, actually.
Yes.
Okay.
I would say you would have to, because the attunement slot is there on items, I would say
Yeah.
yes.
It does
The
not...
the cloak. Bro, the cloak is attunement, so I figure the boots might be, but...
the boots are not.
Oh, it's weird.
Yep, the boots are not, but they do give me advantage on dexterity checks, and they make no sound regardless of the surface when I'm moving across them. So, nice little good item for a level 6 character, I think. Bam. All right.
Yeah. My cloak does work the same thing. Like, they both kind of do the same thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, and there's just a whole bunch of gold too. I mean, like, should we?
I am morally grey enough to not have a problem with it.
I mean, this place is abandoned, right? Like, if we're already taking their magic items, what's a little bit of gold gonna matter?
Well, we should organize this.
Well, like into one pile of gold, one pile of silver.
Something like
No.
that.
About how much gold do you think it is there, Jen? Like,
Once you collect it all, it's about 600 gold.
Oh, we could divvy it up.
I think so. 600 divided by 4. Hold on, let me see. Like, Daphne is going to businesswoman mode right now.
It'll be like 150 each, won't it? Maybe?
Like 250, maybe. No, you're right.
600,
150. Yeah. I'm just going to double check because I'm like weird like that myself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on.
Yeah.
But I have dyscalculia, guys, so don't trust me on that because
Nope.
that sounds like it makes sense in
Nope,
my head.
You're completely right. It's 150. So
Woo!
about 100.
I teach kids.
So about 150. Is it like, can we like divvy it up, or just the worth is 150 pieces worth of gold?
Mm.
Cool.
What you do with that money is up to you.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
I'm gonna definitely take my share of that and put it in my purse. So I am not encumbered.
We as well
I
find a
don't- I
use for
don't
this.
track money.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's dumb. Especially when money weighs you down like that.
Yeah.
No.
I think I would
Yeah.
like to take the potion of storm giant strength because I could do quite a lot of damage with my mace if I had that.
Ooh, that is true.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I can read the scroll, so I'm happy to take the flame strike, but
It's Dragon's
Plus-
Breath, you
But
said?
flame strike is a lot.
or with dragon's breath. No, there's two. There's flame strike and there's dragon's breath.
Yeah, let me see if I can...
But I
check
don't know
my
if non-magic users can cast from them, and none of us are book spell people, so it's gonna be a read up
Right.
roll.
I'm gonna check my, because I'm a divine caster as well. I'm gonna check my spell list and see if I can do any of those. I just have to open Opera, because Natural Crit doesn't like to... So it's Dragon's Breath and Flame Strike, right? I'm pretty sure I can do Flame Strike.
As I understand, the spell scroll doesn't have to be on your spell list. As long as you're a spellcaster, you can cast
just-
it.
Yeah, you just need
If
to be
you-
a caster. So the thing is, it just means Aura isn't
Mhm.
getting anything.
Oh, well.
If Or rolls a high enough Arcana check, you would just have to roll 12. I would say yes. You could cast
I
it.
want to see Aura with Dragon's Breath. Can you imagine a fucking bird with, like, Dragon's
Well,
Breath?
yeah, and
Come
I
on.
mean, Dragon's Breath is like a... Dragon's Breath is a touch spell anyway, I think, so you can do it on yourself or on someone else. So one of us
Yeah.
can actually put Dragon's Breath on
Yeah.
somebody else.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Yeah, my general rule is even if you are not an Arcana check, you can still have the ability to use spell scrolls as long as you pass the DC of that spell scroll.
Mm-hmm.
So a first level would be 11, 12, all the way up to 9. So 19 is the highest Arcana.
Very nice. I think we can just keep this as the, like with spell scrolls, since most of us can use them, we'll just keep that in party loot, if y'all don't oppose to that.
Oh, it's just so that everyone gets something, you know?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Take the scrolls. Take the scrolls, yeah.
I had a very privileged upbringing. I have no need for material things.
So what are you doing?
Let's, so we've got a little pathy thing up where we are currently standing, is that correct? And then the forest path.
Yep.
Is the one next to Daphne's token, is that like on ground level when we're standing, or is that up a little bit?
It's on ground level.
Ground level, okay. Hey Daphne, what do your half-elven eyes see?
What do your elf eyes see? Jesus.
I am not standing there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Wait, from where? Hold on. Oh, there's like, it's a tight fit.
Who's feeling thin?
I mean, I'm always thin. What are you talking about? All this walking I've been doing, I lost like 15 pounds since I met most of you.
I was about to be a lot thinner when those walls were closing in.
Oh man, you were about to be a pancake. I kind of see it looks like there might be an offshoot, an opening in the wall to on our 3 o'clock there. But I'll go, I have various ways to get out of a sticky situation, so I'll just squeeze through if you don't mind and go check this way. And let
Yes,
y'all...
if you need help, then just start screaming.
It's okay. I have both the gaseous form thing that you have. I have face step, and I can turn to a ghost. I think
Fantastic.
I have lots of resources to get the fuck out of this place in case it goes wrong, okay? So Daphne will try to squeeze and explore this hallway.
Okay. You have to sidestep like a crab all
Yeah.
the way down.
Oh god, crabs give me PTSD flashbacks. I'm gonna stop right here. Is this like a
Alright.
doorway going somewhere?
You stop right there and you just see a little alcove. Nothing special, remarkable about it. It's just a stone floor, moss, 3 walls.
Okay. Can I just do a quick perception to see if there's anything that just kind of looks a little bit off about
Sure.
this alcove? Cool. Where's my character sheet? God dang it.
Mm-hmm.
It's right here. Where it's supposed to be in roll 20. Like, alright, what do I have perception-wise? I have a +6 to my perception. Nice. That is a dirty 20, a 14 + 6.
To your left and right is the hall, stone walls, mossy floors, brick inlay. The alcove in front of you looks really nice. You see some carvings that looks like someone did something out of boredom. It looks like just what you would see when a bored guard got stationed there. It's just little
Okay.
sketches. It's
It
kinda
looks like a
cute.
post, essentially. It's giving me the
Yeah.
vibes that this was just like the alcove that somebody posted as a guard. And I will like call back down. It's like there's this little alcove here that looks like it was a guard post. So if they're putting guards this way, there's something. And I will continue.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
While she's going, I'm gonna mention to Memon, I'm more worried about if they were making all these defenses to keep something in as opposed to keeping us out.
Ew.
An interesting idea.
Both are worrying, really.
Alright, I come and I see. Okay. There's another path and then like an end here. And how many feet am I away from my friends? Y'all can probably still see me 70 feet. Alright, well, there's a corner to turn here. There's a dead end, but the path continues. Did y'all maybe want to come and join me at this point?
Yeah, right.
Because it seems at least safe all the way here, and then that way I can go down the other direction. Yeah. That's
Mhm.
a great idea. So
Mhm.
we tag team this bitch.
Oh, this is really claustrophobic, guys.
Oh, I know, but you'll find the strength to carry on. Don't worry. Okay.
I thought you didn't mind being close to people, Jorah.
I don't mind being close to people. I like a bit more room between me and the walls that are around me.
I know you just had an experience,
Mm.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
but
Do you
I
think
don't
these walls are gonna,
Well, if they do, there's a little alcove you can all go squeeze in. like it's alright. Like I have like 2 things I can
It's
do
almost
right
like it's almost like that might be what that alcove is for.
Let's move quickly, guys. Let's get out of here.
All right, let's
get
go
out of
into
here.
it. Let's go
I'm
right here. I'm
uncomfortable
gonna
with the
step
thought.
right here to see what goes on. Come on. Oops. See, it's
Hey.
wider this way. You're okay.
Yeah. Jorah is learning some things about himself right now.
It kind of looks like it widens up at the end of this.
This is a real maze.
So
Oh,
don't forget, keep your right hand against the wall at all times. The same wall, because that's how you get out of mazes, alright? You know, can I roll, like, some weird, like, I guess maybe, like, a survival, to see, like, where in the vicinity of where we started that we are?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. My survival is also +6. Haha, wisdoms!
It's when you need the wanderer feat. That's good for that.
An 11.
In relation to where you are, you think you're probably behind the main room you started in.
That's good for her to know, in case she has to ghost out of here. Between, like, through some walls and shit. Alright, well, it looks like we're behind the main room. I'll continue to go first this way.
Okay. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage! Because of my boots. It's like, oh, that's not gonna be good!
Did you take the hour to attune to them?
They're not,
wait.
they don't have an
Attunement.
attunement quality
You're fine then.
property on
Yeah.
them. Alright, my dex is my dex save, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get a plus, that's a 13.
13. You fall through the hole.
Cool, I will face step out of the hole.
Okay. Face step out of the hole. Which direction are you going?
I'm gonna go to,
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
to the right.
Okay. You go to the right.
Mm-hmm.
You look behind you and you do see another trap
Mm-hmm.
placed right in the doorway.
Gotcha.
How long has it been since she cast detect magic?
It's definitely been like 40 minutes, so
Yeah.
Okay.
I will, and you see like a flurry, like my totem gets left there too, I guess, I don't, like, let's see, I think it reduced, no, that's the, what does the fall totem do, or the winter totem, because I get 2 of them.
I'm gonna look to the bottom of the pit. Are there spikes?
Where is it?
You look down and there's just black vastness.
Is there any small object, rock, something that I
Yeah,
can?
there's some pebbles around.
I'm gonna kick them down and listen for the sound.
You listen. Make a perception check. You don't hear anything.
I'm gonna mime like, oh, it's not that deep. I just heard the pebble drop.
Roll a performance check. Okay.
It's safe, Jorah.
Go down
Hey.
it then.
Can we ret just a hot second? Like, who was immediately behind me?
Or
Okay, Was there anyone else within like 10 feet or whatever?
I'm behind Or,
No.
but I don't know if that would be 10 feet. No.
Or can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
That's a
19.
19.
Okay, you are not charmed by me? Because that's what Eladrin face step and do. Like,
Daphne, are you wearing a different perfume?
nah, I
today,
changed
or-
my boots, remember?
Oh, that's it. Okay.
It's like, wait, you're a child, stop. Like, you were not charmed by me. But I did seem really cool when I did that.
It looks like another pile of money.
It does. I'm gonna go ahead where I'm at, knowing there's no trap where I'm at. It's like, alright guys, give me 10 minutes and ritually cast Detect Magic in the
Right,
shrimp.
you ritually cast Detect Magic.
Mhm.
The trap is magic.
Yep.
Conjuration, it seems.
Mhm.
And there are 4 items in this pile.
Mhm. 4 magical items. It kind of looks like of a similar thing. There's only this one trap right in front of the door, so you might want to, if you want, I could just go through, this pile and toss the things to Or.
Mm-hmm.
No one needs, less people jumping over a trap. I think the better.
I mean, I can reliably jump it.
Right, like, so you and I can pick through it, and we can leave the other 2 out, so that they're fine in that room. Well, come
But
on,
I've
Or.
always wanted to jump with someone in my arms.
I'll let you jump back.
You can
with
carry
in
me
your
over if you
arms.
want. Oh.
Okay. Or is just gonna put his arms out.
The narrow hallway is too small for you to carry a person.
Aww. Okay.
I'm just have to sift through the gold regardless for these magic items.
What was your letter? F? E. I thought you had F. MF.
Oh, that's right. I am F.
I've got E.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes my D10. It's lost forever in the void.
It just fell off your desk, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, okay. You find a ring.
A ring. All right. What does it look like?
It has a beautiful wave. It's blue. Has a nice gem in it. That seems to be of an aquamarine color.
Okay.
You gonna propose?
I don't have someone to propose to.
Or is gonna blink his feathery eyelashes?
Did you choose to fail? I'm like, or you don't have the bits, or you are a what? What is wrong with you? Stop blinking at me. Are you trying to are you trying to wink and just failing? Like, what are you doing?
I don't know what you mean.
I'm not gonna propose to anyone. What's going on with him? She has no idea that she's capable of this, apparently. We're just gonna let it. I'm just gonna roll with it.
I like that.
Alright, that's the E that I'm picking. I picked out the ring.
Yep.
I'll put that in my satchel with my cute mimic friend.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Alright.
You pick out another item?
Mm-hmm.
Emma.
The E.
Yes.
Yeah. You pick out another potion.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna reroll that one.
Okay.
Because you already got a fucking potion of that type. There we go. You find a spell scroll.
Okay. Ooh, that's nice.
I picked B, but B is boring. Can I pick I now?
Or
Because I is interesting.
You got it. Oh my god.
Oh man, I teach kids.
You find a tome of some type.
He's
And
gonna
then-
like hold it like this.
What's that? Is that a book?
It is a book, or please be careful. Please respect books.
Can I see it?
Sure thing.
And the last item you pick up, 86.
From C. Yeah.
Another scroll.
Another scroll. 2 spell scrolls. I'm gonna look at the scrolls and can I identify what spells these are? Like Arcana check or whatever?
It only works if you have. Well, you can just read them.
Yeah, I'm gonna read them.
You can read them. Yeah, you can fucking read them. Yeah. So the first scroll you find is a scroll of protection.
Nice. Like protection from what?
Just protection. It's like a +1 to your saves.
Oh, nice.
Just protection.
Nice.
A really basic protection scroll.
Nice. Okay.
And the scroll spells.
I can pass items back to you, Mehaman, if you want to look at the items.
I can also just jump across,
I'm not gonna risk that.
Mm-hmm.
but I can like vary items back and forth.
And the other one is an 8th level spell scroll. Clone.
Clone.
There's
What?
some cheesy things you can do with that.
Oh shit!
There
son.
are some cheesy things you can do.
I'm gonna look at Chloe and I'm be like, oh, considering she's always collecting bodily fluids of things.
If you want that spell, Daphne, you can.
All right. And it's gonna just take. As I'm like standing here at this gold in this room, I just want to do one more quick perception to see if there's anything in here that might look like it's an exit or if we just need to go back. All right, that's an 18.
You look around and all you see within this room is the way you came in, the trap that still seems to be activated, and the long hallway you had to kind of crab your way through.
Okay, cool. All right,
Or
it
is-
seems like this is the end of the room. Everyone start filing back. I'm gonna
Did you
One
get
try.
the gold?
Huh?
Or is gonna bite with his beak the coins to test if they're real gold. Do they bend a little?
Yeah.
I think it's real. Do we want this?
Yeah, or go ahead and grab it. I
Sure.
need to try and get around this this thing. Okay.
Okay.
She's gonna like hug the wall and just kind of like try
If
to
I- yeah,
step over the
If I
corner.
can stand back and like try to reach for her to like help pull her in, because I don't mind you getting close to me.
Well, I have advantages on my deck saves, so
But like, yeah, just
Yeah.
story wise to try and
of
help
course,
you through.
absolutely. So do I need to roll anything like an athletics or a dex to see if I can just kind of hug the wall and go around this hole without jumping over it or swinging myself over?
Make me a dex save.
All right, let's test getting these new boots a good run for their money.
But you didn't pay anything for them.
I'm gonna like. It's a 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
You fall in the hole.
Oh,
Ow! Ow! What's down this fucking hole?
You fall for 4 minutes.
Like, no. I'm not gonna fall for 4 minutes. That is a long time, and Daphne got shit she can do. As soon as, like, I feel like this is not gonna stop, so after, 2 fucking seconds, I'm gonna turn to a ghost. Like...
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna, like, as soon as I start to fall, I'm like, whew, and, like, float my way back up and look at Jorah from the ethereal plane and be like, don't,
Jesus,
don't.
I'm gonna back up and like, well, I can't touch you.
No, you can't. You can't touch
Yeah.
me. I'm a ghost, and I'm gonna like.
Back, Mehaman. Back,
I'm
Mehaman.
just gonna ghost my way, like through here, here, like, and wait for you guys over here. Because I gotta go pee for real.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Jorah, was that
Yeah.
another banshee?
No, that was Daphne trying to save herself. I would recommend that we need to get out of here. Sweet.
Oh, okay. Or is just gonna like pick up all the gold and put it in his backpack and distribute it later.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you get
I'm-
about 60 gold from that pile.
Okay. So
I'm gonna
that's 15 each.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to read this book. I mean, not read the whole thing, but like see if I can read the title and see what it is about.
It has no title.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do the. You're already gonna need to do the thing with these two.
Well, we can,
So if we can crab our way back to the first place we were doing that, we can.
Grab your way back. I love it.
Let's crab our way back, Muhammad. Come on,
Sounds good. Sounds good.
and then you can take the time to inspect that shit.
All right. You crab your way back.
I'm not going
And
to lie.
you-
I'm very intrigued by this forest path in the middle of an underground street.
Yep, looking forward to that one for surezies.
Looks like there's stone on the other side though.
Yeah. Do you wanna take a minute just to do the thing, the items while we wait for Daphne? Oh, she's back. Never mind. Yeah. Do we have the time? Do we want to spend the time to identify them?
Sure.
I have
Why
the
not?
ring. I put the ring in my
Oh.
pouch. So
Well, let's
I'll
get it
identify
inspected.
this tome.
Okay.
Oh, and Daphne, here's your 15 gold.
just I'm still okay. Thank you. 15.
You cast Identify on the tome. It is the Tome of the Stilled Tongue. It is a wondrous item, legendary, and it weighs about 5 pounds.
Oofed.
The description is in our Discord.
Okay.
Tome of the Stilled Tongue.
Hmm.
That sounds perfectly innocent.
Yep.
And I will remove the class restriction on this and say any spellcaster can use it.
Okay.
'Cause I love
Well,
class.
that sounds delightful. Daphne, did you find anything else?
Oh, right. And I'm gonna pull out the little aquamarine ring that I found. I found this. I'm gonna hold it up to Muhammad to identify.
You know, if you're gonna propose, you should really get down on one knee.
Yes, really. I've dreamed of this day.
You know,
You can
I
at
mean,
least make it special.
This is what Daphne is doing, like right now, just not proposing to anyone.
oh, my bad.
Okay. Yeah, right. Okay.
Maybe I can propose to Beltane.
The bottoms don't propose.
I know.
That's why I'm not gonna propose. Like,
Yeah, I'll identify this ring.
Alright, you identify it. It is a ring of water walking.
Oh,
Nice.
that's fun.
That sounds useful.
I'll give it back to Daphne.
does
Right.
anybody want the ring of water walking?
I mean,
Maybe
I wouldn't be
Daphne should have
opposed.
it.
Huh?
Maybe.
Maybe Daphne should have it since she's terrified
So
of
she's
water.
terrified of water and she can't swim. She can't swim, you guys.
But
She's just...
you can distribute it as you wish.
I have water walk as a spell, so that I can ritually cast. So it's really not something that
I'd
need.
happily take the book for spell reasons because it'd be nice to have some useful spells because you can copy things into it. I think so. That could be
You
useful.
can't copy spells into the tome.
Oh,
Not.
to cast a spell you have written in this tome. without expending a spell slot or.
That's
Well,
why
we
it's
can
probably
do it
for
later,
yeah.
but potential because it acts like a wizard book, I think.
Yeah.
But I did
So-
remove the restrictions.
Yeah. So it could be useful because then I could copy the spells that we've found in the scrolls and use the spells. Or I'm happy to have the ring. I don't mind.
You would know because Mohammed identified it
Yeah.
that Vecna watches this tome being used. So there is a necromancer watching you use this book, and it could be considered a cursed item.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Is
and
he
as
watching us
necromancers
right?
go, it's not a very nice one.
Is
I'm sorry. The Vecna watches this book.
Mm-hmm.
You want to just throw it down the hole, like?
We could sell it.
Like, do you really like? But what if you sell this to the wrong person, like somebody who's really into Vecna, and like, I
is
just
Vecna nice?
no,
Oh,
definitely not.
Almost the complete opposite of
The
nice.
100% complete opposite of nice. Remember that issue
Well-
we had in that thing with them dragons and how their god wasn't nice? Like, multiply that by 100, and
Here's an example. Or do you see this like wrinkly, horrible flap of leather that's just pinned to the cover of the book? That's the tongue of a mage that he didn't like very much.
the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Or is he gonna just stare at it?
It's not very nice.
don't eat it,
I mean-
or
I mean, we
It
could
might,
pass
it might not be
on-
worth using this.
No, we could pass it on to someone to destroy it properly. I feel like putting it down the hole isn't enough, you know. So,
do you want to get another curse book to Beltane? Is that what you're saying?
but if we tell him it's cursed before we
That
give
is
it to
that
him,
is true. That is true. I mean, worst case
I
scenario,
don't know.
Jossum can eat it.
Wherever this book lands, it's a potential baby monitor for Vecna, so I'm
That
not
is
sure.
True.
We could destroy it.
I feel like there's going to be people who can more effectively destroy it than we can.
And
Is
plus
he
It doesn't
watching
have
us
to
right
be-
now?
Belting,
there's
he's
a
just the only one.
50 chance you can attune to this item, so you can
Yeah.
try.
Yeah, I think we can keep it. Because if we just leave it here, someone's still gonna get it. Do you know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's still gonna be. I feel like if it's gonna get destroyed,
All right. My
has to be
suggestion is
people.
that the people who can remove curses from things shouldn't hold on to it. So myself and Muhammad.
I'll take it then.
Okay.
That's a good
and
point.
We could maybe even give it to
I can take it.
head librarian. What's her name?
Oh,
Marion?
Aldmarian.
Mama.
I think the more I feel like you're maybe pure of soul, and I would worry about you holding it.
Well, if he's watching me,
Uh-huh.
I could say hi to him.
It's and it's
Please
he
don't
watches the
say
people
hi
who
to
are
me. No.
no, and it's watching people who are using it. If we're not using it, if it's just just sitting there and we don't use it, we should be okay until we can get it to.
I mean, I barely know how to read, never mind use spells.
I don't think he needs you to know how to read.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
As for the ring, I don't mind. I mean, I think it would be kind of cool to have.
We can decide later if we can't decide now.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can decide. We can see what all we gather because as long as it's fair, I'm happy.
Where's down this path?
I'm gonna give, since I was already holding the ring out to Muhammad in the not proposal, I'll let you have the ring.
You're giving it to me?
Well, yeah, I think so. I think having you walking on water also would be beneficial to the rest of us since you're our cleric. One of us can
Thank you.
fly, one of us can cast it, so...
How nice, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, honey.
Shall we go down this woodland path?
Let's.
I'm not first this time.
Let's.
Or is gonna, do the tap tap with a lance. in front of him routine.
Jin,
Mm-hmm.
Silent just gifted you with the nat 20.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Yep, so that happened. Thank you so much. I wanted Jin's reaction recorded, because I think this is the first time someone's ever gifted you a nat 20 on this stream.
Silent, you're my favorite person today. So you go down the woodland path.
I mean, now? When you had nat 20 to spend, I guess.
Isn't D&D fun?
At least it's just us having to make saves right now. We might be okay.
Going?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You move on down the woodland path.
Go behind.
And you kind of see as you glance up the sky kind of peering through, and you realize it's part of a small cave system, almost. You see branches and vines and moss just kind of fallen into this hole and spotted. Somebody would have a very nasty broken leg if they fell. But as you step through, you find a rectangular room, again with the same brick pattern, moss growing out, the cold stone exterior walls holding up the room, what looks to be kind of a small cave in to the far left, and a chest.
I'm gonna stare at the chest.
Or is everything okay? Is it safe to go through?
I think so, but there's a chest.
Okay, don't touch it until we get there, alright?
That's what I'm doing. I'm making sure it doesn't move.
Sensible.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna tippy talons through.
You took it down there soon. And again, you're greeted with this rectangular room, moss, smells kind of earthy, and a chest.
Do you want to go first or me? If I'm behind you, I can maybe, gas you up.
Sure, because
Okay.
I can do literally nothing to save
Okay.
myself in these scenarios. I have useless spells.
Yay, utility characters.
Yay!
Alright. Alright, here we are. Excellent. Let's go ahead and, as tradition, please serenade as I detect magic this room.
Alright. You get the lovely squawkings and strummings and singings, and gosh, you love your friends.
I love them so much.
I wish I could contribute to the song. Maybe I'll just interpretive dance.
Please
In the
do.
background, Mom
Just
and
be
Megan
really careful
dancing.
if you're just dance in place, because there could be another hole.
Just do the sway.
Yeah.
Just
Just do the sway.
Mhm.
All I can think of is Sokka when he's high on cactus juice.
Yes.
I'm just thinking of the big sock people in front of cars.
But you detect magic, and inside the chest there are 4 magical items.
Okay. Okay. I don't think I have detect traps as a spell. But there are definitely 4 magical items inside this chest. Is there a lock on this chest?
You glance in, yeah, looks to be a fairly thick padlock.
Okay. Jorah, I know you said that you could touch locks and all of that. Well, you can touch them and click them and stuff. But why don't I just go ahead and do another heat metal on this lock, just in case that there's trap, and just melt the lock off if that's something.
Oh, I can't do anything with locks.
Oh, okay.
No.
You can't lock pick. Okay. Then
Nope.
yeah, I guess that's the thing. I will Since I am trying to melt this off, I will upcast heat metal to a level 3 on the padlock. Sure.
Yeah. I would say that would be fine. You don't need to roll for it. Okay. You cast heat metal and it melts off in the way that metal melts and kind of drips, and the lock falls off.
Okay. I in concentration, and I'm gonna look at Orr and suggest that maybe he opens it from afar with his lance.
Okay. Hey, Chest. Please don't be trapped. And if you are trapped, please be nice. Okay. Orr's gonna gently open the lid with a lance.
Yeah. You open it, and it creaks and groans, and the lid actually breaks and just kind of slides off to one side. It's old and rusted. But you see there are 4 items in it, along with what seems to be a little red imp just snoozing around one of the items, sleeping soundly.
Hold up 1 second. My kilobytes dropped. My uploads dropped for a hot second there on OBS. Alright, there we go. It's back. It went to 0. Didn't disconnect. We're good. But she, like, Daphne's, like, looking over and she sees that amp and she's like, I will
There's
go.
A small red bean in the chest.
Yes, there is. And I'm going to whisper, in Infernal. Excusez-moi. S'il vous plaît.
Looks up and peeks over the chest. Okay?
Je m'appelle Daphne. Et toi?
He thinks for a moment, then switches over to come. I don't know Infernal, I asked.
Oh, god damn it. It's like, man, I was gonna stretch my French skills.
I know Abyssal, I know they're fairly similar, but thanks for the effort. My sister, she just left for the day, but she knows Infernal. You can talk to her.
Well, what kind of languages do you speak, honey?
Abyssal, Celestial, Undercommon, Common, Elvish, Gnomish. He pauses to think. Minotaurian.
Ooh.
You're a smart little cutie,
very,
aren't you?
very smart. That is
Yes.
Amazing. And I will like start to talk to him in Celestial, which I'm assuming is just like Gregorian chants.
Yeah.
You
you have a lovely fucking conversation with this imp.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna definitely ask him. I
He's
definitely want to ask him some questions. One, like, about this place, like, in general. Like, so, could you tell me about this place? We got through 3 doors. We only got through 1. I know there's a lot of traps. Is there anything in here particularly that we should really worry about that you know of?
He thinks for a moment. Did you encounter the pits?
I definitely fell down 1, but don't worry. I got back up. I can float sometimes.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, if you keep falling, you would have just popped out on the other one. I mean, they kind of...
Oh, there's another one. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Does it hurt when you pop out the other one?
No, but you kind of have to catch yourself, otherwise you'll just fall back in and then re-pop out the one you fell. And
Okay. Where does so we went to the one in the northeast corner. Where does the other one where do you pop up in here?
He points to the woodland path. The room next door.
The room next door. Oh, okay, well. So essentially it's a fast travel. Interesting. Okay, well, yeah, so we got that. Are there any big, bad, disgusting things?
Not really. I mean, there's some, like, gaseous clouds, but I don't know.
Some gaseous
They're fine to
clouds?
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I passed through fine.
Okay, well, not everyone is as talented as you are. Just remember that, little fella. Okay, Sha. Well, so, do you know who made this place?
Oh, yeah. It was Cecil Adon.
Cecil Adon, and should I roll a history on that?
Yeah, you
My
can
surname? No, spelled
Adon
differently?
is pretty common.
Okay.
It's a common last name, like the name Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There are a lot
And
of
this
names.
is, like, as a researcher, should I get advantage on this?
You
Since I'm
can.
doing...
Mahaman can roll history check too.
Yeah.
With advantage.
Street check. All right.
It's a 17, or 18 on my end, sorry.
4.
You get advantage, Mahaman.
Oh, then 21.
21. Daphne and Mahaman, you both know that Cecil was a very talented sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
He was instrumental in shaping a lot of the post-war, post-calamity fields. You know him, Mahaman, as the orchestrator of some of the more deadlier spells that came post-calamity. And from what you saw before, you can kind of piece together that he was responsible for the tsunami type spell that destroyed the Field of Sorrows. He was considered a war criminal for the longest time, even still today. Mostly because of the power and might behind the spells, but his philosophies were that of very pro-genasi advancements.
How, do we know what race Cecil was?
Mahaman would know he was an air genasi.
An air genasi, okay. How long do air genasi normally live?
I think
They're
I-
like common folk.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
they're-
thought they were regular mortals, like relatively close to
Genasi-
human.
Yeah,
Okay.
genasi in this world live a very long time because
okay.
they are elementals. Racially, they can live between a normal human span up to 1,000 years plus.
So, is it do we know if... Because if he's still considered a war criminal, is it possible that he's still alive and in prison somewhere? Do we know that?
Well, he was very powerful.
Or
He could have cloned himself. Like, that's a thing.
Roll another history check, Mohammed.
Mahaman, does that mean you're a baby?
I'm pretty young, yeah. But I'm very mature for my age. Did I get advantage on this one too, or no?
Yeah, you would know because of
Okay,
because
20
he's
then.
of the Air Genasi race, and you know
Yeah.
it's part of your base history.
Yeah, this is part of the, you know, this is a place we're hoping we won't go back to.
Yeah. It's the same mentality Germany has towards.
Exactly.
Yeah. You would know he vanished after the Field of Sorrows. There was no real reason as to why, other than his trial was pretty much a kangaroo trial. That was, you're guilty regardless. He never had a chance to defend himself.
So it's possible that he decided to escape any kind of justice and decided to live out his days in quiet anonymity.
Little Fran, since you know who built it, has he come by recently that you know of?
No, he's sleeping. He kind of points behind you.
Oh. Cool.
You mean he's there?
The imp kind of nods. He's got a sword through his chest.
Oh.
Oh, so perhaps he's in stasis of some
That's
kind.
important information to know. What's
And
your name, friend?
Oh, they just call me Mark.
Mark.
Mark the
and
imp.
and you have a sister. Does she look like you?
No, she's blue.
She's blue, but she's like an imp like you. Yeah.
No, she's a bird.
She's a bird.
A bird?
Mm-hmm. A blue bird.
that speaks Abyssal.
Yep.
Okay. Just checking.
What's her name?
Oh, she likes to go by Franny.
Franny? Okay. Mark and Franny? Okay.
And is she is she always a bluebird? Is she a familiar in some way?
No, she's always a bluebird.
Okay.
And just remind me, I'm sure somebody's already asked, why are you here?
Oh, I just like sleeping in this chest because it's warm.
Is it because of anything that's in that chest that makes it warm?
He looks to the items. No, roll for items.
Are you opposed to us looking at these things in these chests with our hands?
Oh no, you can take them if you want. They're just kind of here. They're a bit uncomfortable.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So for the B slot, you see a potion. Pull that out. From the C slot, you see another potion.
More potions.
From the E slot, you see an arrow. From the I slot,
It's E and F, right?
yes.
And no, cause like you
Yes,
did
F,
the.
excuse me.
Okay.
You see a staff.
Nice.
Ew, that looks like a good walking stick.
I'll say.
Kind of just like look over at Muhammad. It's like, well,
Or's gonna kind of have a look into the other, carefully, but into the other two rooms that we can see the thresholds of.
Sure.
While people are going through the contents of the.
While I'm fondling these potions.
Yes.
Ah.
So you see, or the way back, the way you came, and you see a corridor with what looks to be a sparkly cloud, kind of filling the space from top to bottom.
Is this the gaseous clouds you were talking about, Mark?
Mark peers over the chest. Yep, that's one of them.
Does it do anything different to normal people like us?
I don't know.
is that where Cecil's sleeping?
You gotta follow the path.
This path or this path? And I'm gonna point
Mark.
this path or this path, Mark.
He points towards the sparkly cloud.
That path. Okay. That's the direction that he's sleeping.
Do you like living here, Mark?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You ever want to get out and see other places?
Not really.
Fair.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Have you seen Cecil recently? He's asleep, and has been for a long time.
Yep.
Is he on the level?
Thanks for a moment. You gotta follow the path.
Oh, I was trying to ask you, the DM, is he on the level? Like, does he seem like he's genuine?
Oh, roll insight, yeah. Seems on level.
Okay. I guess we gotta follow the path. Or is gonna get to the threshold.
Do we want to? Are we just pocketing the items for now?
Fine with me.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that to at least make sure We might have to give them back. Listen. There is either like a sleeping, like very powerful sorceress down here, or there's a dead one. Either way, that's some questions that can be answered for us. So magic items. We'll look at these in a bit. But yeah, there's yes.
I will tell you now since I don't forget later.
Okay.
You get a potion of water breathing.
Nice.
And a potion of heroism.
Nice.
An arrow of slaying.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love it.
What was my last roll?
What kind of slaying?
Stuff.
And it's just an arrow of slaying.
Oh, so it's like there's nothing tied to what kind of monstrosity. Like, okay.
And a staff of the adder.
Of the
So cool. Part of me really wants that because I don't have items yet, but on the other hand, it's a snake, so.
Yep, and someone here is really, really into snakes.
They can always trade the items they have.
Sure, we'll see. All right. Like for this cloud, do anyone have anything that could, I don't know, just blast it away?
I can give it a shot. I'm useful for once. Is that okay?
Yep, no, just prestidigitation, which does like a wee puff of smoke. That's it.
Okay, Aura's gonna crack his knuckles, and with one giant swoop of a wing, he's going to make a thunderous wind come forth, trying to blow away the gaseous cloud.
Alright. You do so, and you all watch as the cloud kind of dissipates and spreads, and you think it worked before you see it reaccumulate in the same spot.
I think we might have to just walk through it, guys.
Okay, sure thing.
Yep, let's watch him. Let him go first.
Or we'll walk through it.
You walk through. Seem fine as you walk through. You come out on the other side covered in glitter.
So maybe
guys,
like I think it's a fairy firebomb.
guys, I'm fabulous.
Oh man.
God, I'll come. At least I've got cure wounds and I could try and be
Making a
useful that way.
dexterity saving throw for.
Okay.
You didn't use your lance?
I guess not.
You take. I know mass.
No, you
Oh,
don't.
that's some fire.
Uh-oh.
Fried chicken for dinner.
17 points of fire damage as a trap is triggered and fire spews out in a cone in front of you and around you, catching the flames on fire, the glitter on fire, your feathers are on fire. It's not nice.
Oh no, poor Orr.
Or is gonna lick his burned wing that is now one of them, the last one, is kind of bald in one spot.
Are you staying there?
No, I'm backing up.
Alright.
I assume the deck save means I dive out of the way.
You failed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not far enough.
Yeah. You failed it, but you take the 17 points of fire damage, and you see now that the cone is activated. It's not going away.
Okay.
Ah.
Can
Or
I?
I think this is a good time now for I'm going to cross the glitter threshold to do some cure wounds on Or.
Covered in glitter.
Thank you.
Of course. You're very brave going in and testing everything with your body.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm not blindly bumbling ahead.
I will go ahead and I'll pass through the glitter as well.
Covered in glitter.
Thank you.
You're kind of standing in the glitter right now.
I'm gonna squeeze and get like wrap my arms around Jorah and just like get into his business.
Okay.
I knew the two of you were.
I allow it. We're basically family, don't be gross.
Yes, leave us like in your family too, or like you got adopted. Like he's your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think that's the exact word I'd use, but he's old enough to be.
Most of us are.
True.
As if you guys could excuse me,
Go ahead.
Okay, she's gonna like squeeze through, and before she gets to the fire, like when she gets right here, she'll go ahead and cast protection from energy on herself. Fire, so that she becomes resistant to fire, and she's gonna like kind of like how she did before, but just like kind of hug the wall and like go through the around the corner to get through this way.
So you'll take half of this. 5 points of fire damage.
Alright, cool. So 5. Whew, that was a little stingy, but okay. That was that, y'all. I made it. It's just a little fire. If you can, it didn't hurt that much.
Yeah, I feel like we're just gonna have to suck it up. So I am going to do so and just walk the fuck through the thing and go to where Daphne is, just like running.
Are you okay?
Jorah, if you want, I can throw you through.
No, I feel like that would just hurt
Would
me.
Daphne make an investigation check?
Absolutely.
Okay.
My investigation is a 0, so that's an 11.
Alright, you glance around quickly and there's some odd stones at the far end of the hall.
Okay. I'm going to, before I cross this threshold right here, I'm gonna kind of like get my mace and like touch them to see if there's like a hole where I'm gonna walk.
Alright. You touch them, there's nothing on the floor, but you're touching your mace to the wall?
No, the floor.
There's nothing on the floor.
There's nothing on the floor, so it's solid is what I'm wondering. Alright, cool. And then I'll hop over to one of these, and the stones are like here?
Yep.
Okay. Without touching them, I'll like squat down and I would like to give them a once over to perceive what these rocks are.
Sure, roll perception.
Cool. I think I have a +6 perception. Yeah, that's a 12.
You see that one of the stones is kind of pushed out, and as you tap on it lightly, you see it wiggles.
Okay, it's a wiggly stone. What do I see down this way?
You see another room.
Another room in a hall? Okay. I'm gonna step back, and I'll be like, hey, Or, there's some stones here for you to wiggle!
Don't keep throwing it, you touch it! I'm gonna come through the fire and just accept my fate.
It's 16 points of fire damage.
Maybe would I know if blowing the fire with a gale force wind would temporarily ameliorate the situation so we could pass?
Certainly try.
Oxygen and fire usually react in a...
Yeah. I'll keep a... Should I...
Has anyone checked whether this kind of origin of the fire is magical or mechanical?
No, a little hard to inspect it with a fire, but if someone wants to do that, I say as I chuck a healing potion. The ones we get from people's bits and stuff, are they... What type of potion are they? Are they regular or what?
I roll
They're just regular.
concentration check. good.
Okay. So it's not a lot, but it'll help, hopefully,
Mhm.
a little.
Are you checking out the stone that Daphne's instructed you?
Daphne is not going to like really get. She's really bad at investigating, so she just wants someone who's not as bad as her to do it.
I can try.
And you asked or?
I know. I'll go over and I want to try and investigate the stones. I'll see if they are in any way magical nature or what have you.
Alright. Roll investigation.
Okay. Woo-hoo! Right. 18 plus. Where's my investigation? For 22. I was going to use a luck point there because I haven't been using them and I wanted to use them today, but I'm sure there will be many other reasons to do.
You realize that the stone can be pushed in.
Okay, so the stones can be pushed, but I feel like I am hesitant to do so in case it is gonna cause another spell to go off or trap. Is there just the one or was there a few?
It's the one.
Just the one. There's a stone I can push. Do I push it or do I leave it alone?
Go on. If it was meant to be pushed, you should push it.
I have 30 hit points left. If this this could kill me.
I'll join you in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll come over
Or
and
maybe
heal you.
it's up to you if you have this spell. So I didn't want to waste my back in. You know what? I'll use another healing potion. But if you've got anything else spare, that would be appreciated.
Looking at this trap, Bemin, do you want to examine it?
Yeah, I'd like to examine this fire, the origin of the fire.
Right? It seems to be a continuous flame thread fed through mechanical means from what you can just glance at.
How much
Mechanical.
fuel? How much fuel do you think there is?
I don't know, but the origin of whatever it is could be arcane and just out of our reach.
True. I can try with another sort of wind, but or I could just try and dive through.
Now we may have to just dive through and take the heat for now.
Do you want me to try the wind?
If you think it would help.
Or shrugs.
I'm gonna, because I don't know if this is gonna help them while they're debating. I'm gonna push the stone.
Push the stone and the flame goes off.
Oh yes.
You did it.
Just let me test something first. I'm gonna pull my finger back. Does it go back on when it?
The stone sinks in and stays in place.
Woohoo!
Or that was a very effective gust, but I hardly felt anything. Good job.
Yes. Thank you. I work quietly.
I just nod my head slowly. All right, cool. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna
we know
do a
what the
cure
stone does.
on Jorah.
I don't need any more. I did my own. We're good.
Oh,
Thank
alright.
you, though. Yeah, I just figured I wanted to be like real healthy before I did that, because that could have been
Otherwise,
bad.
Beltane would be sad.
Beltane would be sad. I feel like he'd be really fucking pissed at you guys too. But
Yeah, I don't want to go up against an archfey again.
I mean, he was stronger than me, but I feel like I got more good licks on him than he got on me.
mm-hmm. Pretty sure if he was yeah. Never mind. All right, so we can see there's just like the one corridor from where we are. I'm assuming if I was touching the stone, I'd be here-ish at the end. Right, guys. Either see, or you're the. Well, we do have the staff now.
I can go first.
Can you use your lance to test the ground in front of you?
Sure.
Check for those traps, my friend.
Okay. I will proceed.
Room. You enter into the room. It's another rectangular room with a pile of what looks to be items in the center.
What kind of items?
Gotta roll from.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
close at hand so I can cure
This
wounds
is when I
using
give
it.
you a lot of items.
Yeah,
Because I
I'm-
love you.
I know. I'm looking
Definitely
forward
not
to
because
the.
there's something that could very likely kill us without these items.
92. You find some armor.
Nice.
And 20. No, 30, excuse me. No, 20. Yeah, that's 20. Not my 30. I can read numbers. You find another spell scroll. You already have one of those. You don't need another one. You find another spell scroll.
You see, if we had a wizard in our party, they would be having a fucking field day.
And you find
You have a
some
book though.
gauntlets.
It's the book thing though. That yeah, not the
You
spell. Because like
find some gauntlets.
I'm a
I'm
wizard
s-
with a lance. Oh, that's not what you mean.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, we can wait, because I'm assuming this is something that player us can divvy up what we're interested in later. But
For a bit of
Cool.
fast play, so you don't have
Yeah.
to check this. It's a armor of mariner's armor, excuse me. A 9th level spell scroll. Gauntlets of ogre kind. And what else did I say?
another scroll. There's
Another
2
scroll.
scrolls. Mm-hmm.
Why not? And a scroll of cloud kill.
What was the 9th level spell scroll? Cloud kill. Yeah, what was the 9th level one?
Storm of vengeance.
Storm of vengeance. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's hardly encouraging.
I'm gonna examine the room. Does it look like there's a path over here?
Yeah. Same kind of garden path you walked before.
Should we proceed? Does it look like there's any other way?
Just the way you came back.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna look to proceed.
Alright. You look to proceed and see a room ahead of you and what seems to be a corridor. To your
I'm
right
gonna
here.
carefully tracking proceed. Even farther.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thanks. I've never heard a more American sounding sentence in my life.
That's the epitome of American food right there.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Mm.
close enough.
What is that? Do you guys see that?
Not yet. We're still in the tunnel.
Oh, I'll move it out of the way.
Check the floors. Uh-huh.
Is it more?
Jor is really not liking these tight spaces. He is learning very fast that he is actually very, very claustrophobic.
So you step into the corridor. Behind the door, you see a very large cloud of sorts.
Yeah. See, I don't have any dispel magic. I just have counter spell, which is moot for these situations. So.
I do too.
Is it another glitter cloud?
Doesn't look to be.
Maybe we should try the other way first.
Sure.
Do you mind watching it and seeing if it moves?
Yep, I can do that if you want to walk ahead once I can see it. But check
Okay.
the floor, okay?
We'll do. Or is gonna trundle on, checking the
Room
floor.
here.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
There's another room.
All right.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Well, that's a
Hey.
9.
You get 21 slashing
Ooh.
damage as a buzzsaw seems to peel itself out of the wall and smack you across right at chest, leaving a beautiful mark of fur, feather, and blood.
Ow.
Oh my
You can-
gosh.
You
Oh,
all
what
watch
happened?
a spray of blood just splatter behind him.
Oh.
Very Saw style.
You can see Or's holding his arm. He actually looks bruised for this time. This time.
I'm going to cast another Cure Wounds. I'll do a 3rd level.
You got any potions you can take, friend?
Yeah. Do you mind giving me a hand as Aura's holding his arm?
12 points of healing for you.
Dankeschön. With that healing, Or looks significantly better. The color comes back to his face.
That was pretty dreadful.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Do you think it'll come back? Or do you think you've triggered it and it's going to rest now?
Is it still out or?
It seems to have disappeared into the other wall.
Hmm.
Or shrugs. Was it? Can I tell what it was triggered by? Was there a pressure plate? Was there a?
Now that you're there and aware of the situation, you realize your foot kind of had tripped a wire on the ground.
Or is gonna pop a squat and look at the wire. I think it might have been only triggered once. Is a wire broken and laying there?
No, this wire's still taut.
I'm gonna excuse me, move back into the corridor. And I'm going to, with a sharp talon and clearly out of the way, slice the wire.
Alright, you slice the wire and you see the saw kind of poke out from the other side of the wall, but doesn't advance.
Okay. I think it should be safer, at least. I'm gonna very as carefully as I can trundle on.
Okay. You turn the line.
Yep.
And you see the door completing the circuit to the 3 doors.
Well, this is our way out, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's good at least. We won't have to walk through all of that to get out of here. But we are not quite done yet, so let's keep our wits about us.
We'll do.
Yeah.
Does it have a smell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's easy enough done. Dispel or detect? Detect. It is magical in origin, and it seems to be divination, but you also get another like it's not aberration, transmutation spell, kind of layered into it. There seems to be two effects here. Very strong. You would guess.
And does it not look at all related to the glitter cloud we passed through?
No, it looks like fire and something green.
Fire. Okay.
I figure this is gonna hurt one way or the other. So we could try to observe what it does by sending one of the familiars through. It's not
We can.
a perfect solution, but it's not,
Aura's gonna grab a pebble or something, a dry piece of wood that would be used for campfire or something, whatever, and throw it into the. What is it? Cloud?
Mm-hmm.
Best way to describe it.
Okay.
You toss it through, you don't see on the other side as it's not transparent, so you don't know what the effect is.
Mm-hmm. But it didn't like burst into flames.
As far as you can tell.
Right. So at least with the familiars, we could try and see through their senses, and then if they're suddenly burning and screaming in pain when they get to the other side, we'd know what happens.
Okay.
And it might cause them to perish, but we can resummon. It's not pleasant, but I don't know. It's a possibility.
Go ahead if you think that's the best way to do it.
Yep. Yep. Do I still have Lorcan? I think I do.
Yeah.
He's still here. He hasn't perished and not been resummoned. Okay. So I'll put him down on the.
And if he goes through and back again, he could at least tell us anything that happened.
Yep. I feel bad doing it to him, because he's a thing that can talk and speak, but we'll.
Lorcan, are you okay if Jorah asks you to go through? You might die.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. He goes through and you lose connection with him.
Geronimo?
If I was seeing through his senses, did I get a sense for what happened? Well, it's just sight and
It was
hearing.
instantaneous for a time.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh.
He gone. He doesn't have much hit points, so.
You told him to come back if you can, right?
Yeah.
Well, what if this is a portal of some kind?
It could be, but well, who wants to try it first?
Should I? Hey, I'm not just strong. I'm also fast.
Mm-hmm.
If
Keep
this
those potions at the ready, because we've only got so many spell slots as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think.
Excuse me? I am going to chug 2 potions then.
Mhm.
2d4 plus 2, right?
Yeah, that's why I was telling you. I was like, use your potion, man.
Okay, that's 12. Okay, okay. I'm a little more comfortable with this. Or's gonna take a deep breath and step in.
Alright. You willingly stepping in, alright.
Mm-hmm.
17 points of radiant damage, 17 points of acid damage, 17 and 12 points of fire damage.
17 plus 17 plus 12. I'm glad I chugged those potions.
Oh.
Okay.
You're on the other side, and the wood you threw through is on fire.
I even with my full hit, but that's gonna.
Or are you still there?
Yeah. Oh. I wouldn't recommend you guys come through.
But you sound hurt.
It's fine. It's just my all of me.
Or can you see any like stones to push, like the fire trap, anything that would turn this off?
Let me look. Do I
Roll a
see anything?
perception check.
Okay.
You don't see much.
I mean, it might be the pain, but I don't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just check around what's around the corner.
Okay.
You check what's around the corner. It's another hall.
You know, maybe we shouldn't keep going. It looks like there are, that's not what I see, right?
No, you just see a hall.
Okay. Yeah. There's a hallway, and I think there's something blue. Yeah, it's like crackling.
Um.
I'm just gonna lie down here for a second.
How many healing potions is it you've got?
I'm gonna start a short rest.
Okay, 4. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm. More glitter. Mark picks up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He kind of points to the room where you had a crab walk. That way.
Like it's a back and forth up there.
Yeah, it's not throughout the entire dungeon.
This. Mm.
Lightning. Cecil. He's honest. No. No. Oh, if you set yourself on fire, amplifies that damage. Yep.
Oh, can we get the glitter cloud off of us now?
It's glitter.
There's no way to clean it up.
Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
It's glitter. It seems
Yeah.
immune to the prestidigitation spell.
There's no way to. If you've ever tried to clean glitter up, there's
I
almost no
have.
way.
I teach children.
Oh,
I
jeez.
teach
Yeah,
children.
yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. So we might just have to do this then.
I know you can't see me, but I'm already lying down.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
That's all right. I'm feeling quite fit, so if you like, I can watch over you while you rest. I could get across if we needed me to, yeah. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Believe
I'd
so.
still
Yep.
take some
Yep.
damage. They're just resistant, though. Yeah.
Sounds
Sweet,
good. That's very nice.
Mm. Okay. Are we having a quick rest, or are we, what we doing here? What we doing?
Well, I'm just gonna lie down for a little bit. Is that okay?
Just a
I'm
quick
going
one
to
then.
come. I'm going to come round to your side and join you.
Okay. It's
I'm
safe
really
here
not
between the blazing fire and crackling electricity.
I'm really not sure if gaseous form is going to protect me from this damage, but I'm going to try it.
It's like a resistance thing.
So, oh, what do you know? There's a component that's smoke. I'm gonna light my sensor and trance out, and then become a gaseous form, and try to pass through.
Okay. I will say, because you are in a cloud form, you can make a perception check to look at the top and bottom for gaps you can pass through.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. If it's not
No damage.
perfectly airtight, I could slip through a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you don't have any resistances to not magical damage.
So sorry, what kind of check do you want me to make?
Perception.
Okay. I am going to use one of my rerolls.
Luck point.
Luck point. Okay. 14.
14. I would say that's enough because your form is kind of pushing through the air gaps. You're a cloud. And the gas cloud itself seems to be round, so there's space between a square peg and a round hole. But you slip through and are able to get on the other side.
Whew, that was dodgy. I'm going to drop the. Actually, well, I'm gonna look around a little bit in my gaseous form to this room, just while I'm in this form for a while.
Why does the cloud of gas have Memmen's face?
Just hush, child. Just rest.
Okay.
Just
Okay,
roll with it.
you enter into this room, passing the lightning. And as you enter the room, you do see a person kind of slumped against a corner, a sword pierced through their chest at a sharp angle that's rusted and old. They're kind of quiet, but they're moving in the way that would indicate they were breathing. Their eyes are closed. Moss and some dirt have come over their body, so things are growing just naturally where the dirt and moss have settled. And there looks to be a staff beside them, and you roll your perception check.
Oh boy. I'm gonna use another reroll, so that'll be a 13.
Okay. You do see what looks to be very powerful magic kind of emanating from this person outwards towards the far left corner. You glance and you do see what looks to be a mural of some type, but you also see a very faint outline of something, like smoke imprint almost.
Like an outline of smoke?
Like way charcoal leaves an imprint if it's pressed against a solid object. There's that outline.
Oh.
Or if you want to go the more gruesomer way, the way the atomic bomb left shadow imprints of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to pass back through and turn back into my physical form. Well, sorry.
No, go for it.
Well, or
Hmm?
the good news is he is still asleep. The bad news is he's just on the other side of that lightning. So we're very close.
Okay.
Potentially disturbing the resting place of someone who is a mark of shame on my people. So I'm going to take a nap on this.
I'm with you on that.
We're all agreeing into separate camping spots to sleeps.
Seems so. Are you taking a long rest or a short rest?
I would prefer a long, but I think I get faced up back on a short anyway.
You do.
Okay, then as long as I can get like one of these things, then I'm comfortable.
Yeah, I'm okay with a short rest, and I've got Song of Rest to help people heal more.
I'm gonna start rolling some hit dice either way.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Short rest
Yeah.
then. So you guys can roll an extra D8. While I sing you a calming, relaxing, quiet ditty.
I only was missing 5, so I don't even need the Song of Rest.
My hit points are fine now. It was just my face step being able to do, and like, because my spells are useful in many situations.
Yeah, and I think I even get my ghost thing back after a short rest too.
Okay.
I'd like to think that if we're just taking a short rest after my song, I'm just gonna do the getting in touch with Belty, not with anything serious, and we don't have to roleplay it, but he's just gonna tell him, yeah, so we're in the tomb of Cecil, whatever his name is,
Done.
I'll just give him a casual update of what we're doing.
You cast your spell, and it doesn't take.
Oh. Oh, I was just gonna be doing rather than sending, just try and get in touch with him, but if it's not working, it's not working, yeah. Cool.
While we're on a short thing, I
could be
gotta show you
very-
my shirt.
Excuse. It could be that you're in a tower of a mage,
Mhm.
and mages are stupidly powerful in their layers.
Mhm. Alright. Hey Daphne, you got any snacks?
I always have snacks. What are you talking about?
Well, it's polite to ask anyway.
yeah, you got some wine?
Mm.
I know you always have wine.
Yeah.
Isn't it mimosas right now? Isn't that what we got going on?
Yeah, it might still be mimosas.
All
Well, no,
right.
it's a day after, but I'll re-summon it. I'm enjoying the fruity, get some.
Yeah, right.
vitamins
Ooh,
along
why
with
don't we do instead of having fizzy orange juice, what if it was fizzy watermelon juice mimosas or
porn star martinis?
porn star martinis? What's porn?
Well,
I will say, because in the interest of time, you've taken your short rest.
we're drinking porn star martinis. Not a lot, just enough to keep him on the right edge.
Yeah, I'll say a element to your jug. Any martini you want.
Yes, passion fruit flavor. Yum yum yum.
Yep. Well, it says any liquid. Why not just be any martini you want?
Right? If it can summon mayonnaise.
Yeah, if it can summon mayonnaise.
And acid, then we're good with
Yeah.
porn star martinis. Cool.
It's such a silly item, and I love it.
I love it. Yeah, it was something I had to give my my high functioning alcoholic. Right. Are we gonna try to face step over there?
I think that's the plan. If we get to, I have a question, DM, and feel free to say no. If we get to the very edge of this cloud right here, not getting into it, but kind of, can we possibly see the hall and the lightning bolt?
No.
Okay,
because you can't see around the corner.
Right. So the best that we can do is see up to here.
Yeah.
Where's that? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. So we know that there's a hall at least.
Yes.
If we don't use the full 30 feet, could we technically double step the rest of the way?
No.
Gotcha. Cool. That was just, again, it's just, alright, yeah, but that is definitely the plan. Daphne will face up first to right here.
Alright, you face up over there, easily enough.
Jorah, it worked! Oh, great,
cool.
lightning.
I'm gonna face step, and then he does his weird, he's got a strange face step, so when he comes through, he looks really, ghostly and creepy at first, and then it fades.
Jorah, are you okay?
Jorah,
Yeah.
could you also roll me a saving throw, please?
Sure.
You have advantage.
Do you need to
because
roll
you're
a
an
saving
elf.
throw with my one? Or are we...
Mine has to be charmed, yeah.
Well,
By me.
another element of the phase step, you can choose not to activate one of your
I don't
summons.
think Daphne knows that she does it. That's
Alright.
I just want to keep that as
Yeah.
a theme.
Then, yes, I can certainly, I get...
You know, these walls kind of remind me of the stonework by Fortress Mistcliff.
What kind of save is it, sorry?
Wisdom.
Then just a 16.
Okay, you're fine. I think. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
What are the walls like?
But for a second there, you thought my butt looked great.
The walls are just a gray stone. Nothing particularly remarkable about them.
Are they hard stone? Easy
Not
to... Pardon?
They're hard stone. They're
Okay.
a support wall, more or less.
Mm-hmm. And the floor and the ceiling?
Similar stone.
Mm-hmm. And the electricity, is it like one beam or like a field or
It's just a crackling line.
line? Is it possible to like limbo underneath it, do I think?
From its height where it sits, probably.
Could I just like go on my stomach and crawl underneath it?
Sure. Do you want to give it a go?
Anyone got
He's the biggest of us, so if it hurts
I'm-
him.
Also gonna give you inspiration for this and just be like, you got this, buddy.
Does anyone have any other ideas? I do have mason's tools on me and I know how to use them, I think.
I feel like this. We're gonna have to try things rather than. I can't think of anything else beyond the magics that let us try to travel through these things.
I mean, we can try and block it. We can try and jump over it, go underneath it. There's lots of things we can try.
Well, going underneath it could work. I feel like if you had mason tools, if you had something to put there, fair enough. But I
mean, we have a
don't have
book.
anything.
I mean, leather is a great insulator.
Do you just want to slide the Vecna book in the stream of the lightning?
It'll block one side, right?
I
We don't know fully yet how this is gonna work because it's one beam right now. But for all we know, it could move when it senses something passing.
You're right.
And you could still take the damage and not have got to the other side as a benefit of that.
Can
'cause
I?
put
All
your
right.
hand.
Time out. Let's see. I'd like to ritually cast detect magic.
Okay. You do, and before you is just the trap, but it is magical.
It's a magical trap. Okay. Can I tell how strong of a magic it is?
It seems pretty powerful.
Pretty powerful. I could give it a try.
Mehman.
Yes.
What did you actually see? Is there? Why are we going in? What are we going to be gaining when we go in there?
Well, I was sort of trying to meditate on this, but he's in there. He is alive.
Wow.
He it looks like he's in some kind of stasis.
Because my worry is we go in there and then stasis drops, and all this magic we've been coming past is to stop people from releasing him, and we might just be walking into something that leads us to unwittingly do
Releasing
that.
him.
You know, I did have a feeling that it was to keep people in, not out.
I mean, he built this place for himself, it might sound like, so...
A little bit of both, maybe, yeah. I just, you know, it's worth considering before we, take the final leap what we're hoping to achieve once we get there. Just in case it's a sudden, you know, you have to think quick. If there's something we just need to go in and grab, we could try and do that, but,
Well, listen, we were shown what we were shown in that vision for a reason.
True.
were
I
we
think it
being
was-
shown the extent of his power and how devastating it is to have him active? Just
I don't know.
as a just to
But
put it out there,
I don't
Mhm.
I don't think we were shown it just to gain some coin from looting this tomb.
No.
Well, he's not dead yet. It's not a tomb. Yet.
Maybe Vecna showed us it so we could get this book and take him out into the big wide world.
Or what if he showed... What if it was the sorcerer himself?
There are many possibilities. But
We'll figure it out when we ask him.
Oh, we're gonna ask him. You want to take him out of stasis?
There is possibility that I could do that without maybe waking him.
How?
I mean, stasis is almost dead, right?
I think a person has to be dead for.
Right, but I just have, like, these abilities, like, to talk to things in the ethereal plane.
Neutral plane, possible. All right. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna handle it like the pros that I know we are, and we're just gonna commit to it. I think trying to crawl under is worth trying for once, and then if that doesn't work, we can try the book. But I believe in you guys.
Does it look like there's more space over top or underneath?
Underneath.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
I might actually during that wee speech, I might expend an inspiration point and use my mantle of inspiration, so I just sound real inspiring for a minute, and you'll get 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Hey.
Because you know that 5 might be what keeps you from.
I'm
True.
going to grab the end of the net that I have, tie it around one of my feet, and hand it to Memen. If I happen to pass out for, some odd reason, probably with pleasure, would you be so kind as to pull me back?
Of course.
Oh, good. Oh, well, I guess once more, let's do this.
I'm gonna have my hands poised for the cure wounds.
He's gonna slither like a snake, keeping his wings as low as he can, almost like a mechanic, but the other way around. Underneath this terrifying beam of lightning.
Take 3 points of lightning damage. As lightning travels, the nature of lightning is odd.
Okay.
But you'd only take half as you didn't come into direct contact with it, and
Okay.
you make up through the other side.
Okay. Well, that was just a static shock. I'm gonna take the net off my foot and put it back in my back.
Alright. Oh, fuck it. I'll crawl through as well.
Yeah. You take 1 point of lightning damage.
Fine. Where
I'll
you
help
are?
Jorah up.
Okay.
Alright, here I go. And I'll do it as well.
You take 3 points of lightning damage.
Cool.
I'll also go through.
You take 2 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Now that I'm in here in physical form, I would like to use Channel Divinity to give myself true sight? My glimpse ability. Yeah, true sight. Just to examine this room and see if there's anything that I missed on the first glance.
You look around and you see 1 or 2 things. Round Cecil looks to be an arcane circle of some type holding him in place. The sword itself has a runic flare of magic across it. But other than that, you don't see anything else.
There's some kind of ward or magic circle or something around him. I guess that's... Well, I assumed the sword was keeping him in stasis, but it might be that too.
The sword is through him, right?
It's down like that.
Okay, well, here comes Mama. I will spend a spell slot and do detect magic as quickly.
The sword is magical, he is magical, the circle beneath him is magical.
Alright, what are the things of magic?
Finite enchantment.
Enchantment?
The circle and the sword are enchantment.
Okay.
And he himself has a number of magical items
Right,
that are
right.
just trinkets.
Right, there are two enchantments. Can I do an Arcana check to see if one or both?
And you also detect magic from the staff that
This-
is by his hand.
And what school is that?
Many.
Mini. Cool. Okay.
Is
And
the
I'll-
circle on the ground?
Yes.
Can I go ahead and do an Arcana check on this? If it's like the sword and the circle are separate enchantments, or if they're like part of the same enchantment.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. A 16.
They seem to be of a similar enchantment.
Okay. Similar enchantment, but different.
Yes.
Okay. I'm kind of thinking that the circle and because this, look, you see this right here? This guy, he's strong. So, I'm assuming it takes more than just one enchantment to keep him in this form. So, the sword and the magical circle beneath are working together to keep him. If that's the case, we definitely should not wake him up because he's probably in stasis for a reason.
I kind of like to meet him.
It doesn't
What's
look...
interesting is that that this tower we saw being destroyed by the tidal wave of magic, and he was somehow the creator of that spell, but he's been in stasis here. So was he in stasis down here when the spell went off? Because the tower got ruined, or did he come down into this tower afterwards? And then
if he did...
the order of events is interesting.
Yeah, he could have just made it look like that his tower was destroyed.
Yeah, and he's keeping himself here until somebody comes down and accidentally oopses him out of it, and then he can go on his merry way again. I do think keeping him there is sensible. I don't even know who we would trust to inform of this knowledge.
Right.
But,
I kind of want to meet him, though. Oh,
What's
sorry.
that?
Giant.
Do any of you read Giant?
I can read all languages.
I know Giant!
I can't speak them, but I can read them.
Yeah, I definitely know Giant.
Okay. You would know on the sword, in the runic symbols, it says to hold fast against those who seek good.
To hold fast against those who seek good?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. So, definitely not good people own this sword.
But does that mean that he's seeking good and they are holding him fast?
Why don't we ask him?
Can we insight that?
Right, so here...
You're gonna insight his sword.
Or the phrase of the sword.
It's plain and
okay.
clear of to hold fast against those who seek good.
So, here's the thing, because different people would view different actions as good.
Right.
You could try and ask him in the ethereal plane. I feel like bringing him out of stasis to ask him could be risky.
It might be the only way to know, though.
What do we do if he like kills us?
Well, I mean, if he kills us, we'll deal with whatever happens then when it happens.
I mean, it won't be our problem anymore if we're dead.
Right. But it could be bringing a lot of horrible stuff upon the world, is my...
Also, lack being alive.
But, yeah.
Me too.
Try ethereal first. If it doesn't work, then we'll make a decision. There's no point.
Yeah.
Try it first.
I have to sleep longer.
Oh.
Oh.
Right. Well.
Because it's a long rest, not a short rest.
Well, we could.
Sorry.
You know, let's oh, okay.
I'd rather not take a long rest in a room with an infamous war criminal, but
Would you then rather awaken?
We could just
or
hang
criminal-
we can hang the blankets up around him so that you don't see him. You're technically in a separate
Blanket
room.
fort?
We'll just block him out.
Just throw a tarp over it.
Look, if we were gonna be making coming into this room worth it, then maybe we're just gonna have to commit to doing this, and then, if it happens, everybody come up with a really good alibi as to why it was not us who did it. We weren't there. I don't know what you're talking about.
That sounds like a great idea. Everyone, let's start singing.
I mean, we can try
I-
moving him without waking him.
Tell you what,
No.
to make this decision, I feel like me and Daphne are slightly out of this decision or I feel like you have a very specific code of conduct and sense of honor. So consider how you feel about potentially awakening up a war criminal. And then Mehaman, he was one of your people, and he's a big, in a negative way, part of your people. So how do you both feel about potentially waking him up? Because I'm fairly indifferent to.
I still think we were sent here for a reason, and it seems like the only way we're going to find out what that reason was is if we wake him up.
I mean, it's not very honorable to have someone stand trial if they're not conscious.
Right, but can we force him to stand trial if we are not powerful enough to bring him to justice?
My code
Well,
obliges me to try.
well, look, I think the ship has sailed on getting him to stand trial. It's been hundreds of years, but it is something to look into the faces of people who have had to live in the world that you helped shape and confront what effect you've had on the world.
Maybe he's just had a long time to think about it, think about what he did.
I don't know, maybe.
So, should we take the long rest, or?
Nah, fuck it, just take the sword out. If we're gonna do it anyway, just do
Or
it.
maybe he's a violent supremacist who is waiting for his chance to come out and destroy the world, in which case we can try to stop that from happening.
At least then we would know that he was out there. I feel like perhaps he might have been... I mean, the war was really bad back then, and this might have been like a last-ditch effort to try and save his people. However, his tower does have a book that ties to Vecna, and he was well known for really horrible spells, like creating really horrible spells. So I feel like if anything was an indicator of your moral compass, Vecna and terrible million people killing spells suggest he might not be good. However, that sword's kind of throwing me now. Hold fast against those who would seek good.
I mean, we don't have to draw the sword. We can move him out of the circle first.
Daphne's sitting down and already getting her pot out to make food.
I thought that sentence was going somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
No. What are you doing?
Well, Daphne can't enter the ethereal plane right now without a long rest, so she's gonna take a long rest and hang out here. If you guys do anything before her long rest ends, that's up to you. But
and Jorah very much is like in the camp of these. The other two are the ones who have a.
Yeah. Either way, it's really hard to get out of this room without some kind of rest again.
I think that's a good. I think that's a good cautionary measure to take a long rest. As in character, I'm uncomfortable with it, but we take turns keeping watch.
I only need the 4 hours as well, so we're. Okay.
Right.
Alright.
Go into
All right,
Yes.
so we're camping out in here.
Yeah.
So you take a long rest, you regain your hit points, your spell slots, and any class features you may have used. Racial features as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna pick some very specific spells to. I'll do that because it's about wrap up time. I'll do it later.
Yeah.
What I
Yeah, let's
would-
do that.
Yeah.
Over the week.
But if we wake up, I'm gonna look at my friends and it's like, all right, is there anything if I can get in touch with his ghost, his spirit? Is there anything I should worry about? Anything you want me to ask him, or am I just going like spying and see what's up?
Who put him here? Why is he here? Does he know about the creepy item that was kept found here?
Vecna.
Uh,
Okay.
Yeah.
And
and,
did he call us here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
I liked it.
Alright, so I'm going to, Daphne's gonna brace herself in front of this guy. And I'm being very liberal with this ability, but you know, I am entering into the ethereal plane by doing this. And I'll use my spirit jaunt ability, and my little snake is there, kind of like in my place, like my totem. So if this guy does get up and start to move, he's at least a little bit slower. And I'm gonna have my spirit pop into the ethereal plane. What's there?
You pop into the ethereal plane, and it's strange. You know, the ethereal plane expands in all directions, breaks down barriers, walls, whatnot, but the space you are standing in is just within this room. It doesn't go beyond.
Okay.
But you do see Cecil there, kind of leaning against one wall, his face kind of buried in his hand, and you see him move, and he gets up as if to pace the room, then stops. As his eyes flicker towards you, and he looks surprised. He's shocked to see you there. He wanders over to you and kind of reaches out to touch you, and then pauses and goes, "Oh. Oh. How about that?"
Okay, we don't have very long. I can't stay here very long. Hi, Cecil, Daphne. Nice to meet you. Question. Who put you here?
The Cult of the Black Hand.
The Cult of the Black Hand. Alright. Oh, shit. Okay, well, insight check on that, please.
Sure.
Okay. 18.
He's being honest.
Okay. Did you call us here?
Perhaps I cast dream magic. I appeal to my goddess.
Okay. Why did the Black Hand put you here?
They wanted to use a spell, and I didn't want it to be used.
And around that time, that minute is up, and I'm gonna out of there. And I'll be
It
like...
was his goddess.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't ask one of the questions because it was a 2-for-1 on that one. But yeah, so the Cult of the Black Hand put him there.
Oh. Okay.
He might have called us because he can use dream magic. And, y'all might remember it, I don't. Because he was gonna, they wanted to use a spell and he wasn't gonna give it to them.
Oh, so maybe they did the big horrible spell.
Look
Alright.
at Muhammad.
Do we?
Muhammad.
Maybe he wasn't a criminal after all.
Muhammad, are you okay?
Yes, it's just I didn't know that he used dream magic.
Huh.
Which is unique because your goddess has used this magic with you a lot, Muhammad. You need to find another acolyte that could do this.
Do we pull the sword, Mahalan?
If the Cult of the Black Hand put it there, to keep him from using a spell. Yes, I think we should release him so that he can tell us what happened.
Do you want to do it?
I could if you like. Do you think this magic circle will stop me?
Maybe. I will be on hands with some cure wounds in case for either you or him.
Whatever
All
you
right.
want, Mem. I can be the guinea pig. Or you can.
It might be important that you're the one that helps release him. Also, maybe it was your goddess that brought us to that vision, you know?
I'm beginning to think it might have been. I'm going to try to pull the sword.
All right. Make a general strength check.
This will go great.
Yeah. At least we've got a potion if it doesn't work.
Do you want some help?
I'm going to burn through these luck points. Yeah, I'm going to give myself advantage on this.
Come on, man.
15.
You pull. It's hard, but after a moment, you're able to pull out this large broadsword, and you see a wound across his chest, and it starts to bleed profusely.
Oh, I was waiting for that. Can I cure wounds him?
Yes.
I'll do a third, whatever my highest level. I think it's third level at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Does the magic circle on the floor react when Jorah goes beyond it? Okay.
15 points of healing for him.
You see the wound heal, but not close.
Yeah. Just to do every little helps.
And after this, you see him go and lean forward as his eyes open wide, and he jerks forward, falling out of the circle, just scrambling about before he looks at all of you, scared. And he kind of reaches for you, Mohammed, and pulls at your clothes and says, Finwell's going to attack as we'll end our session.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, guys. Oh man, I love it. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming and showing up to the world of Ashenfell. Couple things. We got some stuff happening on this channel. It's been some good times. Thank you, everyone, for the subscriptions and the bits and the donations. That was amazing. You guys were all amazing. Saturday, you can catch two of our faces here with some Dragon Age TTRPG. That'll be at 1:30 PST time. You do the math. That's some stuff there. And then you'll see us again here on Wednesday with some more Dungeons & Dragons 5e with myself and Jen, as well as Revenge of the Gith in the evening. But yeah, that's what we got going on in the next 7 days. Everyone else, tell us where we can find you on the internet and all of those good things, and we'll go counterclockwise and start with Martin.
Hey guys, I'm Martin, or Pink Mun on Twitch. You can find me at www.twitch.tv/pink_mun on Saturday nights at 6 EST, where we're going through the Curse of Strahd. It's about to get real interesting. Real interesting in that. So tune in and you'll get to see what it's all about.
All right.
Gosh.
All right then, Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma, or Homaloo on the internet. You can find me here every second Thursday playing Jorah. Here, not every second, sorry. Here every second Saturday, I run a Dragon Age game here on Valdrin's channel, which, true to Dragon Age spirit, has turned into a dating sim. And then and you can also find me 3 times a week over at the Hype Goblins channel playing my Moon Elf Druid, who's being thrust into a role of leadership right now, and she's scaled. And that's me.
All Freddie.
All right, I'm Freddie. You can find me at His Majesty on Twitter. I have a game demo out for my Love and Exorcism dating sim, which you can find on my Twitter. But
It's so good, guys.
more recently, I put together a reading of The Importance of Being Earnest over Twitch, which included a bunch of like burlesque performers from New York. We gender swapped a lot of the characters, and we got our friend Abe, who is a Broadway actor who's he was in Beetlejuice, and his show obviously shut down because of the quarantine. So he was so excited to be acting again, and I'm just going to paste the link there because you can still watch it on the Twitch channel, along with the incredibly horny chat, which is very delightful.
Yep. Listen.
Excellent. Nice. Alright. And last but not least, our wonderful Dungeon Master Jen.
Hi, you can follow me over at Leftmaker D&D. If you want to tweet at me, please do so, because I love interacting with people on Twitter. You can find me here every fortnight, alternating Wednesdays and Thursdays. Thursdays, as you can see, the DM. Wednesdays, as a player, the Orc Warlock, who may like a certain werewolf type. And once every month, you can find me over at Indoor Adventures channel playing Beltane Hawthorne, the 1920s Fae monster. And every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays over at the High Goblin channel, being Anthony Silverhorn, a complex and very tired, grumpy old man.
He's a himbo. Let's just put it out there. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Once again, thank you, Jen. Thank you, Cast. We're going to go over to our friends at Hope and Tam with She Games, He Games, as they're doing some Civ 6. Bye, everyone.
Bye.